My job mainly involves supporting Bill Lawrence, who's the creative director, in working to research and select the films that we show. I do a lot of work in putting the programme together, so in choosing the films, in writing the copy for the films and working out where they're going to go in the schedule. I also work on future seasons and retrospective film festivals to try and coordinate a sort of lively, exciting programme for the showroom, which is as diverse as possible, really. Firstly, we don't show mainstream films because we want to, and we're funded to offer people a choice. So we show films that wouldn't be shown in Odeon or Cineworld, or if they're shown in Cineworld, they might be shown for 2 or 3 days, whereas we could show them for a couple of weeks. So we try to offer people an alternative of sort of quality, independent and foreign language film. So that's essentially what we focus on. For independent film from, say, American directors like the Coen brothers, it may be that Cineworld will show it, but we'll show it as well because we believe that, you know, that's a quality film by good directors and should be seen as much as possible. And we like to think that we offer a lot of foreign language film as well, which wouldn't be seen in Sheffield or the region if we didn't exist. As I say, it is the films that we show mainly, and the choice that we offer people. It's also, I like to think, in our mindset, which is independent, because we're not part of a chain. We're the only showroom cinema that there is, unlike, say, picture houses, which are run by City Screen, so they're programmed from London. We choose our own films that we show, and that means that we can reflect our local audience and what people want to see, and also hopefully in the mindset of our staff as well. We think of ourselves as very much independent, as being very lucky in that we can go our own way and show interesting films, and we're lucky as well because we're funded to do that, so we can. Well, we're funded a lot less than we used to be. Most of our income now comes from revenue from the Workstation, which is the managed workspace for creative industries, which is just up the road, and also from our own catering company and from ticket sales revenue. We get funding as well from the Arts Council, from Screen Yorkshire, which is a branch of the UK Film Council, and we've also got money until last year when it ended from the European Regional Development Fund and from the National Lottery. But as I say, and Sheffield Council as well, of course, who gives us a regular grant. But as I say, that's got a lot less recently, so we are more dependent on our own revenue, which is good in a way because we're able to stand on our own 2 feet. Yes, I mean, I think it is. It's difficult and it's hard to survive. I mean, we are sort of funded because we are a charity, and we do a lot of educational work. Geraldine, our education manager, she does an amazing job. She always says she works with people from 2 to 99, from school kids to adult education courses, from doing introductions, to provide, you know, an educational element as well for the cinema, where people can come and learn about film, and if they want to, they can take courses about film. And we provide days for neighbouring school children who can come along and see a film of their choice for a cheap price. I mean, not as yet. I'd say this year we're actually doing better than we were last year. I mean, there's always the traditional adage that entertainment industries do a lot better in times of financial trouble. So, you know, in the 1930s, the famous adage, of course, of Busby Berkeley filmed big great guns because people are seeking escapism, and I think that is true to a certain extent, although you can never really second guess people's choices. And we've had our best January ever, our best month ever in January with box office sales, you know, due to things like Slumdog Millionaire, Milk, The Reader, Revolutionary Road, all these big films which are coming out before Oscar time. Yes, because it's just when films are coming out. Films are coming out sort of late December, but mostly early January. So we see a huge hike then. I mean, especially this year when we had, as I say, those 3 or 4 big films coming out at the same time. We get a huge rush, which sort of in the quieter months of December is quite a contrast. But yes, it does have a huge impact really. And also you've got a lot of people talking about film in newspapers, on the television, and where in other times of the year they might not be, they might be focusing on something else. So that's a huge boost, I think. We host a lot of festivals. The main festival we host is Sheffield Doc Fest. For Doc Fest we provide a space for them. We hire out our cinemas to them. We don't work in programming for them because they programme their own film and have their own now larger and larger festival team to do that. But we support them in front of house and catering and making sure that the festival runs as smoothly as possible, as well as also obviously providing venue space in the 4 cinemas and in Showroom 5, and selling tickets for different venues through our box office system. We've got lots of other festivals like Sensory is the next one coming up, UK Film and Music Festival. In previous years we've hosted Love Bites Digital Media Festival, and of course Showcommotion is coming up pretty soon now, which is at the end of June. I think things like Slumdog Millionaire have been, which I would count as a British film, have been absolutely amazing, and I think it's wonderful that Danny Boyle won the Oscar for that, and for Best Film, that we're actually showing that we can make it a top class film that touches people outside Britain, across India and outside the 2 environments where it was shot. We've got a lot of good British film coming up, say Hush, which is a horror film, which is produced by Colin Pond, one of our sort of tenants in the workstation. Generally British films do well at the box office. I think with things like Summer's Town, Shane Meadows, are absolutely amazing, and I think generally the quality of what we're seeing coming through is improving, especially with things like Warp X, which is from Warp, also Tenants in the Workstation, which is a film fund for filmmakers. I think it's to make a film below a certain amount of money, if you see what I mean. So they fund specifically films on a low budget, and that's where things, like Donkey Punch, Complete History of My Sexual Failures, Summer's Town, This Is England, that's where films like that have come from. I'd say films that have been given a good press, say if something's got good reviews, you'll always have people coming in for them. But recently, things like The Reader did very well. I mean, despite it getting 1 star in The Guardian, I think there's a lot of hype about it, and it made a lot of people come out to see what they think. And of course, big stars like Kate Winslet always draw people in, or in the case of Vicky Cristina Barcelona, that did very well as well. So I'd say it was recognised names in stars and directors. I think it depends on, we've got a very wide audience range. I'd say there are people we do screenings for the over 55s now on Thursday morning, which have done very well, and strangely attracted a lot of people who hadn't come to the venue before. But we get everybody from the student audience, who do come a lot, to people in their 20s and 30s, to an older clientele as well. I'd say it is a largely middle class audience, so being honest, I would say it's a middle class audience just because of the venue that we are. I'd like to make it different, so I'd like to work on doing that if we could. I'd like it to branch out to attract as many people as possible, and to be seen as a place where anybody can come in and watch and enjoy films, and if we can sort of make it as welcoming as we can to everybody without obviously compromising what we do, I think that's definitely got to be an aim really.